Angry guy here. And a black woman scammed other black women by lying on black men. A black woman scammed other black women by lying on black men. Many of you have already heard about Brickgate, but it's a never ending tale that we're going to just jump in, courtesy of Pickbook Lessons. Let's have a little listen now.
Yo, this man just hit me in my face with a brick, and all these black men just what? And they don't give a. Yeah, this man hit me, grabbed a rock, and it hit me in my face. So I would have given him my number.
Her friend this time is raising money on behalf of.
So she done made 40,000 on the first one, and now they're creating another one with the same scenario but a different person, allegedly. But they're saying that they're all friends with Yellow Brick Rhoda. So y'all have been fooled. Here's a fourth GoFundMe that they just put up. And y'all believe that this is real. Y'all really believe this is real. Y'all are stupid. Stupid.
The first thing I thought was that it didn't make any sense. Number one, where I'm from, people don't pick up bricks hitting people. Especially her saying that a man wanted her number and she got the brick because she didn't want to give him her number. It just wasn't adding up. So for sure, I knew right away there was more to this, because I've never seen a man so thirsty that he will start throwing bricks. An American black man being that pressed over some leftover thought pocket. Just think about it. A brick. We don't throw rocks and stones and bricks. And I thought that others could quickly pick up on that too. So I continue to enjoy our great Labor Day weekend filled with some good college football. LSU, Florida State, and Orlando. Shout out to Florida State. Colorado came alive that weekend too. Shout out to Coach Prime, Shador, Travis Hunter, Dylan, who also shocked everybody in that opener. The whole team made the non-believers believe.
What's up, bro?
Wore a mask and then took it off right before filming this video. And later on, we'll get into the account from the nurse who claimed that she put that stuff in her own face and had it drained at a clinic. But she snatched the mask off and then ran over in front of some guys, acting like somebody did something to her. Immediately, the men who are supposed to be Somali men are just standing around like, what do you want me to do? That's because she ran from across the street, putting on this whole victim show. It was unbelievable, but unbelievably, all these people believed her.
That's stupid. Use your common sense.
All she had to do was say a black man did it and the other black men just stood there and wouldn't help her.
What? And they don't give a. Yeah, this man hit me, grabbed a rock, and it hit me in my face because I would have given him my number. And all y'all just watch. Y'all see that?
I mean, she knew exactly what to say, how to say it, and how to act in order to get the black misandrous, feminists, and simps activated on social media. They all fell for this whole storyline.
Y'all are stupid. Stupid.
She just started yelling and screaming and pointing at a black man, and that's all it took. And like a bunch of sheep, they fell right for it. Didn't matter if her condition didn't support what she was saying. Like, who would get a brick to the face that hard and not crack anything, still conscious and doing all that talking, speech not impacted at all, nothing. None of it mattered though. They just saw her face looking like Martin getting out of the ring with Tommy the Hitman. And side note, that was one of my favorite Martin episodes ever. But she came out looking like a beat up Martin, and they automatically believed her story like a bunch of idiots. Why they believed it? Well, the same reason why they believed Carly Russell's lying behind. Because we're supposed to believe all women, no matter if it doesn't make any sense. If she said it, then we're not supposed to question it, use any common sense or logic. Just get emotional like a bunch of 2-year-olds, and that's it. You know, stuff like I saw a baby on 459 a diaper on a pitch black interstate.
Hi, I am on Interstate 459, and there is a kid just walking by themselves.
Yeah, lies like that. They're acting like she was at the hospital for the brick.
I'm so afraid, I'm so afraid, why do people want to hurt me so bad?
And it was the feminist-led Miss Xandra's media puppets who went out there to spread her lies, spread her narrative. Millions of people saw that on the Shade Room. She was talked about on the Breakfast Club, and she immediately got support. If that wasn't enough, you had all these videos coming out of her promoting that black women should go sleep with black women are protectors and not black men.
It's just a load of nonsense. And by the way, guys, if you're enjoying the content, please subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, never miss another video again, and like the video because it tells YouTube you want to see more content from me, so they'll show you more content. Let's continue.
Literally setting up black women to be without protection, while she also ran around saying the same black women are jealous of trans women, talking about black women got their bodies from the trans, but Somali women had natural BBL type bodies without the surgery. More videos came out of her putting hands on men, jumping in men's faces, talking crazy, being ratchet. You had old friends coming out saying that she was always acting like this and used to go around spitting on people. But she was telling y'all that she was some nice, wholesome woman who never did anything to anybody.
What have I ever done to anybody in my life to deserve this? I never did anything in my life to hurt anybody.
And the Oscar goes to...
And just as soon as she fooled all these idiots, she pulled out the GoFundMe. She got all these black female suckers and these black male simps to give her $35,000 in just one day. Everybody was throwing money at her left and right, and now she's been able to scam over $42,000 while she's laughing at all the fools who believed her. It didn't take long to come out that this wasn't her first time pulling off this same scam.
You grew up and they mad because you trying to be somebody. They mad because you trying to be somebody. I'm trying to be a doctor and they mad. Look what they did to me. Look what they did to me for no reason. They gonna beat me up. I'm 30 years old. They gonna beat me up. Grown ass trying to beat me up. Grown ass trying to beat me up for no reason. Look at me. I'm not a bad person. Y'all know that. Y'all know I'm a good person. And they try to do this to me.
Very similar, huh? Same spill, acting like some man did something to her and men at a club put hands on her out of jealousy because she wanted to be a doctor. The same feminist lie and Ms. Xandra's talking point that these idiots really believe. And even in that situation, she got thousands from GoFundMe. That was 3 years ago in 2020. So when you put two and two together and really look at everything with common sense, you will really start to see that something just ain't right. Word to Keith Sweat.
If y'all was on our live last night, y'all would have saw the investigation we did, the surveillance we did, the phone calls we made, the people we talked to, only to discover this was all a hoax. After contacting the police, the internet contacted the police has no report of the incident. After the venue owner, right there where it happened, checked all of his surveillance cameras, he alleges nothing like this ever happened, that she just came out of nowhere with all these accusations. The guys that were standing around in this video says they never saw the incident. They just heard her screaming and yelling and yapping, and they called the police. She was out there acting crazy and ridiculous, and they just said they left when the police got there. But they never saw anybody hit her with the brick. So long story short, this woman does a lot for views, likes, and GoFundMes. Go look at her GoFundMe history. Go look at her viral history. She does whatever she can to get viral. And the internet is believing that she did sustain real injuries somehow, but she used that to make money and to gain fame through viral videos. And she knew it would work if she blamed black men. And look what happened. Black women lost their mind. They just start bashing black men all across the world because we're trying to hold her accountable like we did Carly Russell. The fact is, this was a hoax for viral views and the $32,000 that she's already raised on her GoFundMe, which she's done before.
Shout out to this brother on TikTok. I'll leave the link below for you to see the rest. The woman totally lied. You even had a nurse who claimed that she put that solution in her face to get it to swell up and went to their clinic to get it drained out.
You know who contacted me? The nurse. The nurse from the alleged hospital was not a hospital. It was a clinic. And this is what she had to say.
Y'all, just to let y'all know, HIPAA is no joke. You have to be very careful so that you don't violate HIPAA. This is sad stuff, man. This is sad stuff. All right? If this is true, this is sad stuff. She scammed people out of over $40,000. And she's been running these scams for years. And GoFundMe hasn't shut her down yet. GoFundMe is so far left right now, so far left, that something can happen to anyone on the right. And they don't care. But they will let someone like her that is running scams and spreading lies to do as she pleases. And the police she should be in jail. She should be in jail for fraud. But she's out here doing this because no one is going to stand up to her. No one is going to stop her. All right? This is so sad.
Yes, she came in to get the saline extracted from the side of her face, which means she never got hit with a brick. She injected saline into her face to create the lump. That's why she wore the ski mask, so y'all wouldn't see the lump that she created. And don't forget, she's in the medical field, so she has access to saline. Anyway, let's finish reading. She claimed it was a botched beauty treatment. That's definitely our med check, not the hospital. She must have filmed that little clip while waiting on the nurse after asking her to put on the gown. And y'all fell for this. Y'all fell for this. This is the nurse from the clinic. But I couldn't, she gave me other receipts, but I can't show you those receipts. She wanted to prove to me that this was fake. And she begged me not to show you all those receipts because it could get her fired. So we are not going to give you those receipts, but I'm here to tell you, that woman's lying for money. Go to her Instagram. You'll see the other video when she did the same in 2020.
And no, I don't feel sorry for none of y'all who believed her. Instead of throwing money at this apparent liar, you should have used that money for therapy because obviously you have some deep-rooted issues that you haven't worked out yet. This is why when you see any so-called black female victim, you immediately want to gravitate towards her for some, quote, justice. No matter if she's not making any sense and can't provide you with any proof to substantiate her claims, you just believe her because believing her satisfies the little victim within you. Maybe you've gone through something at some point and could have been a real victim and nobody around you did anything about it. Whether it was your mama who allowed it or other family who allowed it. Y'all got people who made you a victim and nobody did anything about it. And then even now with yourself, you did nothing to heal yourself besides jump on social media. So instead of holding the people accountable for personally doing something to you, y'all wait for the latest news story, the latest Robert kills, the latest DV accusation, the latest black man y'all can find or situation, like somehow that's gonna fix your situation. Go get therapy, go to the law, whatever you need to do. But your brokenness is allowing you to continue into this victim role and get you scammed by brick ladies. Y'all have literally been sitting up here arguing back and forth about protecting black women all over a lie from some Somali woman who played y'all like Lizzo's flute. Led y'all down this path of sabotage where you continue to be vulnerable to people like her. Over and over. It's disgusting. And that's all I got to say about this mess. I'm just so sick of this whole lie, the whole situation. But I do believe the brick lady should be investigated and held accountable. But of course, It's going to take the same people she scammed to hold her accountable. And they already invested their money and emotions into this lie. So
I mean, guys, this is it. She was never injured. There was no harm done to her. There was no brick. She pumped saline into her face and claimed that she was hurt. And then she blamed it all on a bunch of black men so she could gain sympathy. She made up the whole darn thing. The whole thing. My gosh. It's just unbelievable. She wasn't even in front of those black men. She was across the street. And then she ran over to where those black men were, claiming that they stood and watched something happen to her. This is insane. This is true. This is madness. But it really does look like saline. And now the nurses come out to let people know, nah, this ain't true. All right, this ain't true. Listen, I don't want to get fired, but she's a liar. She's a liar, and this man has. He said he has the receipts, and he can't let And I'll tell you right now, he can't let her out, because if he lets her identity out, tell you this black woman, she's gonna go for her. She's gonna file a lawsuit against her, and she'll win too, on the grounds of HIPAA violation. She pumped salt water into her face. That's how desperate she was. Salt water. And then went to the hospital to get it removed. And now she's made off literally like a bandit, because she is a bandit, with $42,000 and counting. And this is not her first GoFundMe scheme. She's been running them for years. We literally saw another video from 2020 where she accused other black men of doing essentially the exact same thing, and then collected more money from GoFundMe based on the same exact thing. She scammed women out of thousands of dollars, and black men have been coming out and saying, no. Something ain't right here. Don't believe this. Don't give this woman any money. And all these women ran in there and gave. I don't feel sorry for any of them. All right. I saw donations of $2,000. I don't feel sorry for any of the women who dropped that money. And the simps, nobody feels for them. And they know, because I mean, that's what they do. That's what they're there for. They're they let themselves be used, and they're proud of it. This is it. She should be investigated and put in jail for what she has done. And you know what's interesting? She's basically, all she's done is she's only made things more haphazard for black men and men in general in America, because now they're going to continue by saying, look, this is just another example of women who are in danger. And people are going to say, bro, the story is a lie. Look at Carly. Look at Carly, whatever. The chick who claimed that she was abducted. She did it for the gram. She was trying to get money out of it. She was running the same exact schemes like this one right here. Trying to get money out of sympathy, because that's what it's come down to in 2023. All right? If you want to get paid, if you work for a company and you want to get paid, and you're a woman, go to HR and make something up. It doesn't matter if it actually happened or not, because we believe all women. Look at the Supreme Court. All right? Don't forget about that Justice Brett Kavanaugh. Look at what that chick did. Look at how she lied on this guy. And they couldn't prove anything. And she went on to get awards and money and fame for lying on someone who is now sitting on the Supreme Court. But it doesn't end there. Because this actually happened back in the 90s to Clarence Thomas as well. Do y'all notice that it's like whenever these guys are running, these people just pop up out of the woodworks. You don't even have to know them. You don't even have to know them. Do y'all even know that guys like Bill Cosby has literally paid out millions of dollars. His insurance has paid out millions of dollars to people he does not know. Millions to people he doesn't know. They just settled. He's like, I don't know these people. We have never met. There is no evidence that I have ever met any of these people. Where's the proof? And they're saying that back in 1970 something. This was 50 years ago. Where is your evidence that we have ever met, that I have ever spoken to this person? Do you have any pictures? Do you have any eyewitnesses? Do you have any proof? Do you have any records whatsoever? Nothing. It doesn't matter. Because we now believe all women. And then you wonder why men are walking away from Western society, choosing to not have relationships anymore. And the irony is that the SIMPs, they don't care because they're going to keep on going and going and going because they have no self-control. These are the men that allowed this to happen. In fact, they wanted it to happen. They have no self-control whatsoever. All right? And these are the same dudes that came out like Captain Saver, you know what? All right? Defending this type of behavior. Look at Cardi B. She talked about how she used to go and rob men. She would drug them and rob them. And last I recalled, her and Offset had a meal at McDonald's. Oh, you can buy the Cardi B and Offset meal from McDonald's. That really shows you how ghetto McDonald's is. Cardi B and Offset meal? Oh my gosh. Someone who openly admitted to drugging and robbing men. Okay? They literally went and said, okay, well, yeah, let's give them a meal at McDonald's. One of the most family-friendly places on earth. And look at the kind of music that she puts out with Megan Thee Stallion. Absolute degeneracy. Disgusting, disgusting, disgusting. I mean, she can barely speak English. And supposedly it's her first language. Nah. This is just too much. This is why men are walking away and staying away. This is why men are done washing their hands. Because when you can go and lie on an entire group of people, and then you have these people, there was a video I did where you had this black woman crying about black women go so hard for black men. Black women go so hard. With her crocodile tears after she was running her mouth about the passport bros, and they came and checked her in the comments. I've never felt so disrespected in my life. Yeah, well, guess what? There's no one backing you up. And guys, the woman who cried wolf. Wolf, wolf. Guys, this is exactly it. Women keep crying wolf, and then you know what's going to end up happening? Women are going to come after men. It wasn't all of us. It's not all of us. So stop lumping us all together. Okay? Don't lump us all together. You don't like women. Maybe you've been hurt. Or maybe you're gay. Or better yet, you're an incel. And a real man will step in and deal with you because real men know who we are and what we are. And you're a weak man. You're a weak man. I'm a weak man because I'm not tolerating this crap anymore. Guys, if you have standards, if you even try to stand up for yourself, they'll try to knock you down. That shows you the level of degeneracy and deceit that men are seeing in American society. All men, regardless of ethnicity, are seeing in American society. That's why men don't speak to women anymore, because they're like, I don't want to be accused of something. She can say anything. That's why men don't help anymore, because I don't want to be accused of anything. She could say anything. We live in a society today where men don't even, if they see a woman walking down the road, men immediately cross the street. Years ago, it was only some men that did this. Now, it's all men. And women feel good about this. They're like, oh my gosh, it's progress. It's progress. Look at that. They're running away from us. It's progress. But then when something goes wrong and they run away, you weak, you're a bunch of weak guys, blah, blah, blah. But then in this case, that didn't even happen. She made the whole thing up to get her money. And black women will either defend her, or they will try to say that even if it's not true, and there's no proof that it isn't, no concrete proof that it isn't. Black women have been experiencing things like this for ages. So regardless of whether it's true or not, that doesn't matter, because this is still an example of the things that black women have to face each and every single day from black men and society as a whole. This is their argument. They will either argue that, or they will completely act like they don't know about it anymore and continue on with their misandrist ways. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. But I've told you already, nothing lasts forever. And they will continue to blame men for everything, because there's a saying, a lot of guys have said women don't have agency because they will never take responsibility for the things that they've done, and they can only be held, they will never hold themselves accountable until they are held accountable. And even then, it's usually just a slap on the wrist compared to whatever would happen to a man if they were in like a similar scenario. This is just the reality that we live in today, and it's absolutely disgusting, and it's absolutely infuriating. I'm telling you guys, it's like men have gone through so much. It's like they can't get even a moment of peace from this nonsense, from this foolery. And as I said, I've said it already, women think it's a game. They think the whole darn thing is a game. It's one big game for them, and they are winning. And no one can stop them, because they're like I said, it's like they're the child of, Ron Stoppable and Kim Possible. They feel like they're unstoppable. That's how they feel. That's how they feel. They feel like no one could stop them. It's literally, who's gonna stop me? Who's gonna stop me? I have the golden vajayjay. I am the anointed one. Who's gonna stop me? Who's gonna stop me? God put me here because he wanted me to rule over y'all. Now kneel down, bow down, and serve. Serve the golden V. Guys, don't forget what happened to the golden calf. Don't forget what happened with the golden calf, y'all. God got real furious with that. And what happened to those people who did that, wandering 40 years in the desert until everyone from the previous generation that was involved in that was no longer around? That's a curse. That's a curse. These people are inviting a curse upon themselves. A 100% curse. And as sad It's unfortunate. I don't feel bad for them at all. After what men have gone through for decades and continue to go through. Listen to me. We all know what happened to the boy who cried wolf, and they're going to find out now. I told y'all, the love is gone. They broke the social contract. Men are done with this nonsense. All they're doing is they're just adding more and more and more, because the higher they are, the higher you are up, the further down the fall is going to be. Right now they're on their pedestal, and they keep on raising themselves up higher and higher and higher, and they don't realize that the fall it's going to take a while to hit the ground, and we already know how gravity works. It's only going to hurt more when you hit that ground. I'm telling y'all how it is. You know it too. You already know. And when they get down there, they're not gonna like when they see down there if they're able to survive the fall. Because it's gonna be real hard coming down. Real hard coming down. What do you guys think about this? Black women scammed other black women by lying on black men. Bricksgate, Brickgate, it was a hoax. It was a 100% hoax. Tell me what you guys think regarding this. I want to hear your thoughts. We'll talk about it in the comments. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to NWA, men walking away. And cheers.